Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing good today. I thought I would come on here for a little bit today to chat about the Arsenal women first London City Lionesses result as Arsenal beat them 2-0 and we are through to quarterfinals, which is obviously so amazing and I'm absolutely delighted about. And yeah, I thought I could just come on here, share my thoughts about the game. As always, please send in your comments, your questions, or your thoughts on the game too. Um, and I'll happily go through them while I'm doing this as well. But yeah, I hope you all do enjoy this video. Please do like this video, and yeah, do subscribe here as well if you are new. Obviously, as I mentioned, the Arsenal women are through, which is obviously the most important thing for me. Honestly, I don't think our performance was the best. I think they made it very difficult for us today. And I knew it wasn't ever going to be easy going to this game because they are a great side and they've got some great players. Obviously, Arsenal's player Tia Goldie is on loan. She did play today, which is felt weird her playing against us, but um, in a contract it is for her to she can play against us on loan. Um, but yeah, I'm really happy with the result. I think they obviously had moments too in the game, and I think they're a very physical team. And yeah, they did make it very hard for us. But I think in these games, I think you just got to get that win. You got to just get it over the line, and that second goal, I think, was very important for us in that game because I feel like when you're 1-0 and you're 17 minutes 1-0, anything could really happen in the game. And I feel like they could have really scored any moment as well. And yeah, I just think obviously Cooney Cross today, we got the player of the match. And I thought she had an incredible game. Obviously, a really incredible cross for our first goal with Kadina scoring that. Um, that pass was sort of like a Leah Williamson style pass. I thought it was really amazing, and yeah, I really think that she had such an incredible game. She's been such an amazing signing for us so far, and she's deserved to start these games if we are being honest, because she's obviously working really hard and she deserves to start with her performances. But I just thought that today she did really well. That cross was obviously so amazing, and yeah, really happy Kadina started. Kadina obviously got a goal which was a very good header. I thought it was a really good moment for her in that game to get us that goal. And she's not someone that you'd really see score, so I think it was really lovely to see her get on the score sheet and yeah, get that goal for her and to help us. I think it was really good when you score because it kind of breaks the ice in the game where whoever gets the first goal, it helps the team gain a bit of confidence. So, yeah, I was really happy that she got that goal in that moment because I think it just helps us really for that game. And I was really hoping we would get a few more goals. I will be honest though, I did expect this game to be a bit more comfortable than it was. I think, like I said, they did make it very difficult for us, but I also think that we've had chances that we need to bury a bit more. We need to be a bit more clinical. But ultimately, I can't really argue that. And obviously, Stina McStenney has got a goal. She's got a 50th goal for Arsenal, which I think is obviously absolutely incredible for her. It's what you want to be seeing. And yeah, I know she's had a bit of criticism of late because, she's missed a lot of chances, but I think we need to forget she did score in that Man City game. She won us that. And also in this game today, she got us 2-0. So, yeah, I think for me, that's obviously really important for her. And yeah, I just think, needing time is important too. And yeah, I feel very happy. Happy with it, and I think you know what, guys, getting that win is so important, and I'm really delighted. We're gonna hopefully see who we do get in the quarterfinals. I'm a bit nervous to see. I do hope we can get a team that's not like a Chelsea or a Man City or a United yet. I'd be happy to get them in a final or a semi-final. I think in the finals you are going to expect those sort of teams to be there, the Chelseas, the Uniteds, all of them. But I think we've got to give it a good chance. We've definitely got the opportunity to win this competition, and I know we're out of the League Cup, which is okay. Considering we are in the FA Cup and we put a very strong team out. Um, so yeah, I do feel quite happy with getting that win despite the performance. But yeah, I'm very excited to see that. Obviously, there are still a lot of teams in here. But yeah, it's very exciting. And everyone knows that I love an FA Cup, and I'm really excited to see how we can progress in this competition. And yeah, we've really got to just see how it goes. I've got a question here. Arsenal fan 101, big up yourself. Play of the match. I think it's got to be Cooney Cross. I mean, she did get um, awarded play of the match in the game anyway, but I think she obviously did really well today. And yeah, I just felt like she's been such an important player for us in a lot recently, especially this season. And I just thought that cross was so incredible too. That assist for the goal was so important. And yeah, I still really feel quite happy with how she performed, and um, I just find her quite underrated, to be honest with you. Everything she does it. She makes it look so easy, and yeah, I do love Kuna Cross, and I think she deserves the start. She's been working really hard in that midfield, so yeah, she's definitely going to be a player of the match for me. Big up Daniel. Quad still on. Yeah, I saw Chelsea win 1-4-1. Yeah, I definitely expect to see Chelsea in the final in the FA Cup. Which would be, probably. I want to see who you guys would play in the final. I do expect Chelsea, Man City possibly in the final, but I think we've got every right to get to that final. I think it does depend a bit on luck. If we get, you know, in the semi-final, I do expect us to be up against the tougher side, whether that's City, Man United, Chelsea. So I do expect us to play a tougher side then. But I think for the quarterfinals, I think it would be nice to play a team that's not one of you guys yet. So yeah, I think the draw will be out in the next few days. But yeah, going to be interested to see who everyone gets. But I wouldn't want to play Chelsea just yet. I'd be happy to play Chelsea in the semi-final or in the final. Arsenal haven't been to the FA Cup final for quite a few years. I know in Jonas's first year, I'm pretty sure we did get to the. I don't know if it was his first or second year, but we did get to the FA Cup final against Chelsea, in which we were really, really poor. But we got to that final. I think it'd be really good for Ellie to, get to Wembley, get to that final. It's a very, very important occasion. So yeah, I'm very excited for our FA Cup run. Going to play you in the semi or quarter. Yeah, I definitely think. Obviously, I would rather play you guys in the semi-final. I don't want to play you just yet. Um, but yeah, I think listen, United and Spurs got to a final last season, so I do think we can definitely get there. I think it's just about obviously keeping these players fit and hoping we have a bit of luck along the way. But I think obviously we've brought some signings in. Obviously, I don't really know. I don't think Chloe Kelly would be able to play in the FA Cup games if I'm, 'cause obviously she's on loan. Obviously Chloe Kelly will be able to play in the league games, but um, yeah, it's a bit of a shame that. Also we did see a new signing, Jenna Nice play, which I thought was really good to see her get a debut. I wasn't actually sure she was going to start today. Like I'm actually surprised Renee gave her that chance to start, but yeah, really, really happy for her to get that start for her, and I think it was a good game because there wasn't too much pressure today. We had a very, very strong team out anyway, but yeah, really happy for her. Chloe Kelly needs to see a few games. Yeah, Chloe Kelly is so amazing. It feels so surreal that we still have her. Why she's come to Arsenal. But if we're being honest, she's not played yet, and I think she's dying to play. And I think she can play in our game against Spurs, which will be amazing. And yeah, I can't wait for that game, which would be such a big occasion. And it just seems to, I think we've sold 50,000 tickets, which is, crazy. So great to see that we're doing that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good occasion, that game, and can't wait to see Chloe Kelly play. But unfortunately, she's not able to play in these cup games, which is a shame because I know how good she would be. Um, but yeah, I think we're going to do good in the FA Cup. Really happy with everything today. Obviously, since Berger played, we did see quite a few rotations, and I think it's really nice to be able to rest these players in these games because at the end of the day, we have a big squad enough to, at this point, to be able to rotate. So yeah, I think it's just nice to see us in the FA Cup because I think we know of the league, it probably will be Chelsea's. And I think this is just a really great opportunity for us to, win it. And yeah, if we could win the FA Cup, get to a final, that would be so, so amazing. And then we are in the Champions League as well. So there's still obviously chances there to win that silverware for us. And yeah, I think we've just got to give it our all. Obviously, it's Renee's first season, so it's going to be we're gonna have to see how it goes with Renee. But today, I don't think she did much wrong. Really, I think we made some changes, which I think was good. I do want to mention something as well at the end of the game with Carl Denti. Carl Denti obviously had a really big chance to make it 3-0, and obviously that pass was amazing to her, by the way. But I did think I really thought it was going to go in, and it hit the crossbar, and I thought to myself, like, how unlucky is she? Because I think that's a chance you really need to take. Obviously, we were 2-0. We sort of knew we were going to end the game with a win, but I think ultimately in that moment you do have to take that chance. But I just felt like that was so lucky for her because, as I mentioned, it was just such a great chance, and I felt really, really bad because she usually does finish those type of chances, and I think sometimes you can get a bit unlucky in these moments. So I did really feel for her, because I felt like she could have really, benefited off scoring that, and that has really helped her confidence because she's doing really well this season. Cosenti, I think she's been a really good signing. I think she's just really stepped up in big moments. I think she's a big game player. I know the Man City game the other night was, I think as a collective team we didn't do good enough. But I think you can really say about Cardenti that she definitely steps up in the big moments. But I think if we're playing in the Champions League, we do need to see her take those chances. Um, but yeah, I feel really happy that obviously with our win today, I think it's going to be so crucial to see who we do get. Obviously, I will do a video in a few days when it gets announced on which sort of team we get. I hope I would be a bit disappointed if we got Man City or Chelsea right now. I wouldn't mind United actually. I think that's always a big game. I definitely think we could win, but it's always so tough. I'd hate to lose out to them. I know they're having a really good season at the moment. Um, but yeah, I think it's going to be good to see Chloe Kelly as well get some minutes in our next game because it's so weird having a signing but not being able to play them. It must be so frustrating for her. Um, and yeah, I do really wish that she could just start. It's a shame, because like we know, she's such a great player, isn't she? And I think she's definitely going to help us, especially. But yeah, it's really hard at the moment with Chloe because she's on loan and we can't really play her in certain games. Which is so annoying because I want her to play in these cup games. But it's what it is. We're just going to have to see what happens with her. But she can play in the league games. I think we've got a lot of league games left. I don't really know how it works in the Champions League. I'm not too sure she would be able to play, because obviously she's played with Man City, so I don't know how that actually works. But yeah, it's a shame really because I want to see a lot more of her. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited to see how Arsenal will progress throughout the season. But yeah, big up to all of you that are currently watching us. Please do send in your comments, any questions. How many goals will Chloe Kelly get? I don't know how many games. I know the season finishes, I think, in May, so I don't know how many games we do have left. But I reckon that that's a tough one. I would really love her to get. Obviously, 10 would be great. I don't think 10's realistic, really. It depends if I don't know really if she's going to be a starter or if she's going to be more of a bench players and impact sub, because that's the thing as well. We've got a lot of players that have earned the right to start. Look at Caitlin Ford. I don't think she should be on the bench at all. So it's a tough one. I mean, I'd be happy if she could get 7 goals, but I think for her, she needs to play that Euro. She needs to prove herself to Serena. I know she did really well in the last Euros, but I think it doesn't automatically mean you're going to be in the next one just because you were in the last one. So I think she's really got to sort of prove herself, and she'll want to really prove herself to this team as well and work really hard and do everything that she can to, get us get us wins, get us victories, and help us in those really important moments. So I think it's going to be tough, but I think she's going to want to step up anyway. To be honest with you, I think we know how much Arsenal means to her anyway. So I feel like she's going to want to really do well and work hard. Arsenal. I think the fans have gave a really good reception. I think fans have really shown her that appreciation online. I'm sure at games at the moment they have, gave her that applause and gave her that credit as well. But I think it's just really nice for me to see her get this, love for fans at the moment. But I know when she scores her first goal, that's really gonna that's really gonna go down well, and hopefully we'll see her have a really good celebration and a really good time with Arsenal. Obviously, I don't know what Chloe's future is going to be like. I don't know if she's going to continue to stay at Arsenal. Obviously, I would actually really like her to stay at Arsenal. I don't obviously know for how long for, but I just think it would be really lovely to see her have a few more years here. I don't really know, like I said, it's very tough now to sort of say what's going to happen with her future, because obviously, she's just for now it's just a loan. I think that's just what's happening, obviously. But I do really love what she brings to the team, and we all know what a great player she is. And I think she's obviously going to be a big loss when she does leave. But we're going to have to just see how it goes for Chloe. I think her first game will be interesting. I think for the game against Spurs, I wouldn't expect her to start, but I would expect her to come on. I would, if we're not going to start Chloe, I would bring her on at like 60, 65, 70 minutes. Because I think that gives her a good amount of time to really get into the game. And I know it's a new team, it's a new style of play. She's not going to just turn goals overnight. I mean, I think she could score against Spurs because I think that occasion is so big, and she knows what it's like to playing these big occasions. But I think for me, it's going to be dead exciting to see her play, to see her get minutes, which she obviously deserves. It's really nice that Arsenal can really help her with that, and I think Rennie will definitely help her manage those minutes to sort of see that. But we also have to be in mind that there's a lot of players that do deserve these opportunities to start as well. We know how good Ford is, Mead as well. Mead's really showed how important she is. We've really missed her at the moment. And another thing that I did want to chat about today is obviously Stina Baxenius. If any of those that might be watching this now, would you be happy to keep her? I don't really know when her contract does end. I know it might be soon, possibly in the next year or two. But would you guys be happy to have her to see a contract out? Would you renew a contract? Because there's been this big talk about everything. I think the problem is, but I think I remember when we first signed this, she went through a really good phase and she sort of dipped. I think her confidence went for a little while. Um, and then obviously stuff happened, and then I felt her confidence came back up. And she's been such a big player for us over the last few years, and I feel like some criticism is a bit unfair. I do think though, I just don't have too much confidence that she can take our chances at the moment. I mean, there's possibility that can come back, but I feel like Russo is more of a player that is going to take the chances in these big games. Um, Obviously, it's so tough. I do like her. I just want her to be a bit more clinical, but that might be a big ask at times because I know when you go through confidence issues, it can be hard as players. As you know, sometimes you might struggle to score and everything, and we don't really rely on her to help us, but I think she's a big game player. I mean, she loves scoring against City and she loves these North London derbies a lot. But I just think her confidence sometimes might be a bit of a problem with her scoring, and people are just starting to question it a bit at the moment. And I think fans have every right to be critical because, to be fair, I think she's done a lot of good, but she's also missed a lot of chances. And obviously today I'm really happy that she's obviously got her 50th goal for Arsenal. I think 50 goals is a big achievement. I think scoring 50 goals for Arsenal is a lot, and I think that's obviously amazing, and I feel really happy for her. And I think, like I said, you never know, she might be getting to 100 soon before you know it. But I really hope that she can obviously kick on. She got a goal today. I mean, obviously Frida Manum went to hit it, and she obviously was at the right place at the right time. It was a very, very good strike, though, to be fair. But I know fans have been a bit critical about her finishing at times. And honestly, I do get it. Like I've mentioned, I just think we've got to really, give her some fair criticism, but also, support her in the right way as well. But I do like Selena. I always have. I just think that she's got to finish some of her chances soon. I know we're in the Champions League, we're going to have a lot of big tests coming up, and I really, really want her to make the most of her chances that she has, because I know against, big. Obviously, we're going to have to play Madrid, and I think she's going to have to really step up. Um, so yeah, I do believe in Cena. I do have that faith in her. I just think she just needs to be a bit more clinical at times, which easy to say for me, but um, yeah, big up everyone is in the chat as well. Please do send any questions. Happy to answer, guys. Big up to everyone that's in here as well. And yeah, hope you all enjoy my video so far. Please do smash the likes as well, guys, as I know there's quite a few of you watching at the moment. And yeah, big up everyone. Now I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's joined. I will be staying on here for a little bit longer. And yeah, happy to answer any questions as well. I will be doing more content as well next week as well, as I love doing these, live streams and everything. But I know this one was, I know I just thought I'd do a live stream after. I do like doing these pre-recorded videos, but I think it's always nice to just do these videos as well and interact with you all, because I do really enjoy doing these. And yeah, please do hit the like button, do subscribe, do comment while I'm on here. How far can we go in the Champions League? Good question. I'm quite happy with our draw, to be fair, because I think Madrid, I think we could beat them. Like I said, I'm not saying it's going to be easy in any stretch of imagination, but I think it's winnable. I think we could definitely win that. I think we might be away to them at the first leg. I'm just going to check now. But I think it's going to be a tough one to get the win. And let me just check, because I think if we can keep it close in the first leg, then possibly the second leg we can just So we're going to be away at Madrid the first leg, and then so back at Arsenal in the second one. I think if we can just keep it close in the first leg, then even if it's like a 0-0 or just a close one, I think we can definitely get something out of it. But I mean, even if we lost 1-0, I do think we can turn it around, of course, I think. But obviously, if we get to the semi-final, it does always depend on who we come up against. I always think of teams like Lyon, Barcelona, and Chelsea. They're sort of the teams that I always think, are we able to beat them? Listen, we did smash Lyon one season. I think it was 5-1. Beth Mead was on fire, and we have had those glimpses of being able to do that. But I also think we need players to step up massively and take their opportunities. And listen, we've got a great squad. We can do anything um, at all that we set our minds to. I think we've got a lot of quality. But I know for these players, it might be their first sort of time experiencing this. And it's all new to these players, really. But yeah, I definitely think it all depends on who we can get, what sort of players, what sort of teams we get in the draw. Because if it gets to semi final and we get Chelsea, I would be a bit worried, because they're very good. Of course, we have shown we can beat them when we're at our best. But I think for me, it's going to be a tough one. Obviously, Barcelona have humiliated us a lot in recent years, so I feel like that makes it harder for us. I also think we have improved in our squad. We've got a really, really good manager who's shown her capability, and she's shown that she can get the best out of players. So I feel like it's obviously going to be really, really tough, but I think we've got a really good manager that's very talented, and I think we've got some great opportunities to win silverware. It's going to be so tough, as I've mentioned. I think, if I'm being honest, I probably see us getting to a semi-final as we've done. I don't know if we're there just yet. I think, listen, we have to be patient. Renee's obviously been here. The players know her very well. We've got to give her a bit of time to bring in her own players in the summer as well. And I think when she's brought her own players in, we're going to have a really good season next season. I do think we could definitely win the league next season, really compete against Chelsea and Man City, or whoever's, competing. I know United are in there as well, but I think Chelsea and Man City for me have always been really competitive at the top. So I think next season is going to be really important for Rene and the team, and obviously it's going to be players like Russo's their third season. So I think players will really want to win things, and I think it's going to be exciting as well to sort of see our future next few seasons under Rene. But as I've mentioned, I'm really excited to see how we go in the Champions League. I think if we obviously Man City and Chelsea have got each other, so I think if we got Man City, I feel more confident coming up against Man City than Chelsea, to be honest with you guys, because I think for me, I think just Chelsea in the WSL, I do think they're the best. I think we can be the best soon. I just think we need to win things. Obviously, it'd be great to win the title. We have had silverware, in the League Cup, but obviously we want to get further than that. We want to be winning a lot more. Um, in there. So yeah, I think we can definitely have silverware. I think with the Champions League, I think never lose hope. I think we should always believe that we can win it. Um, I'm not sitting here and saying we can't win a Champions League. I just think, if we're being honest, it's going to be tough because there's some great teams out there. But yeah, you never know, guys. If we got to a final, that'd be absolutely incredible. Um, but Chelsea, I expect Chelsea possibly to get to a final. I know Barcelona have been able to beat them a lot recently, but I think whoever gets the final is going to be exciting. I think that's so great with women's football, how far it's come, how competitive it's getting as well. I think it's going to be, it's going to be really tough whoever, gets that final. But if we can get a final under Rennie, that would be amazing. But I just feel excited about our future really under Rennie. I think she's gave us that excitement back, and I think the team seem to have that excitement back as well, which is really, really lovely. So yeah, definitely excited for Champions League against Madrid. I think that's going to be a really good team to come up against, and I think we can definitely have a good shot at them. Definitely go for it, and see how far. See how far we can go. And I'm really excited for those games in the Champions League. And yeah, we've got a big season ahead of us, definitely. Obviously, today we got that big win in the FA Cup, which I'm very, very happy about. I think the team will be very happy with their win today. And it wasn't a pretty win. I mean, I did think this game would have been a lot more comfortable. I do think London City are a great side. They're very hard to be up against. And I think a lot of the underdog teams, you do expect them to maybe put a bit more up of a fight. I mean, I've just seen now in the Liverpool of being knocked out of the FA Cup to Plymouth. So I think the underdog teams do kind of go for it a bit more at times because you don't expect them to do it, and it might mean more to them to win it. So obviously, I wasn't surprised how much defensively, they put the work in. London City were so good at that. I think we really struggled to break them down. But ultimately, if we can it's about getting those goals and seeing that win over the line. I think that's what's really important for me. And I'm really happy we're able to get those goals. I mean, like I said before in the video, I think getting that second goal was so crucial because I think defensively I was quite comfortable with how we performed. I think we did a really good job, but I think, like I said, there are times in the game where they could have had their chances, they could have won. So it's always very tough, guys, when you play up against a very, very good side. They're quite physical and hard to break down. I think that's something that we've really struggled with under Jonas. I think that's something that we're sort of adapting and getting used to now under Rene. But I think, we are improving as a team. I think that's what's obviously so, so important. And yeah, I do feel really proud of the progress that we've made under Rene. I think she's done a fantastic job. I think anyone can see that. But yeah, I think we're going to have to see how far we can go in the FA Cup. Like I said, it's going to be interesting who we come up against, who we get in the next round. But yeah, it's always that nervous time of the quarterfinals. As I've mentioned, I wouldn't want to get too much of a tough team, especially those that are competing like in the WSL to now. But I think you can expect us to come up against a City or a Chelsea or a United or whoever. But yeah, I think we have what it takes to get to that final. I always think it's hard when you do come up against a Chelsea or Man City because they're obviously got those teams have big players. But I think for us, I definitely think we can definitely rise to these occasions and do really well. I think it's always so tough though, isn't it? Because I think we need to win that silverware this season. I think we've got to just continue to do that, even though when Jonas left, we didn't leave us in the best place. I think we've just got to keep going and yeah, keep on fighting for what we can do. I mean, with the league, I think we can just get as high as we can. I mean, if we will get second place, that'd be great. I know United women are currently higher than us in the league, um, which is obviously a bit tough. But I think if we can just, yeah, if we can just continue what we're doing and just keep winning our games and yeah, fighting out games that are tough to win, I think that's obviously what's so important. Because I think we're doing really well this season, considering Jonas after he's left and Renee. I will be interested to see how Renee does end the season. Does she end it with a win? Does she end it with, winning or something? Or does she end it with us, not winning? I think if we didn't win anything, then we came second, then we came quite close. I wouldn't be too mad. But obviously it would be nice to win a trophy this season. I think as fans we love trophies and they always mean so much to us. So I think that would be really amazing if we could come out of this season with an FA Cup. I mean, if we came out with a Champions League, then obviously I'd be very happy. But I don't really expect us to win the Champions League. But listen, very happy we got that win today. I think that's going to be so exciting. As I said, I will be doing a video when we get the results of who we do get in the quarterfinals. I'm very excited to find out who we do get. I'm going to round this up, guys, in a few moments. So if you guys do have any questions, any thoughts you want to send me before I do end this, then please obviously send them in because I'm always happy to answer your questions and your thoughts as well. I do appreciate all of you joining in. And yeah, thank you all so much. And like I said, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me while I'm doing this, be very much appreciated and big up to everyone that has joined my show today. We're just happy we got that win, really. I know it's obviously the men's team are on in Dubai at the moment, so I will be doing more content next week for them. It's been a bit of a quiet weekend, and I'm enjoying this break. I'm trying to enjoy this break from the men's team as well. It's nice to have a breather from the men's team right now because obviously it's just going really bad and it's just tough, isn't it, really? Um Be up AFC always, great show. Thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Your support is so much appreciated, and thank you yourself for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed my show. As I said, I will be ending this in a few minutes. So if you guys want to send in any questions before I go, please make sure you do that, and please do like this as well. As I always do, I will put my sort of videos schedule up. I'll let you guys know when my next videos are going to come out next week. Obviously the men's team isn't back till next weekend, I think. So yeah, it's been a big break for them. Obviously the women's has been quite a busy schedule, but I hope you all have enjoyed my content regarding the women's team because I think it's been I've enjoyed filming it, to be honest. I've enjoyed doing these match previews, match reviews, and I know we've not had the best results at times, but yeah, I do enjoy these type of streams, to be honest. It's nice to interact with you guys, and I do enjoy the pre-recorded ones as well. And yeah, guys, I will let you all know my next video as well. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed um, my show tonight. It's been great to chat with you all. Great to read your comments as well. I do appreciate your comments. And yeah, please do like this. Please do subscribe. Do share my stream as well. I will be back next week with new content. Hopefully it's a good week for Arsenal. Big up Trinity. I hope you're good. Well done. Keep going. Thank you so much, Trinity. Appreciate your kind words. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed the Arsenal win today. But yeah, guys, appreciate your support as always. I hope you'll do all have a wonderful evening too. And I'll catch you all up very soon. Bye, guys.